Hi ladies, well I'm super excited to be here with you today because I just did a very fulfilling embodiment practice for the art of becoming, and simply by saying, meditating and doing affirmations, but not those things are only going to get you so far. They're not going to, magic is not going to happen if you are not that thing, if you're not vibrating at what you want, if you're not vibrating at what you desire, maybe love, success, everything that you desire is vibrating at something. And if you do not realize that you must change in order to get your desire, you're not going to get that thing you desire. You're going to stay stuck. You're going to continue doing the same actions over and over again. You're going to just be stuck. There is a reason why you're stuck. You're not getting the thing that you want because you're still thinking and believing that just by meditating and affirming that only gets you so far. Well, welcome. I am very happy to be here to be sharing this knowledge with you. And today we're going to talk about why we're stuck. Why are we still focusing on the wrong things? Emotions are a loophole. So if you are in an abundant mindset, if you're feeling good, if you are feeling grateful, if you're feeling happy, you'll continue to attract those things. If you do not change, this is what makes us human. We've created this personality, we've created this character that is the person that you are today, but you must change those traits that are not longer serving you, those emotions that are holding you back to get the thing that you desire. So you can change, however, we do not feel comfortable doing it. Most of us. My subconscious feels threatened whenever I add a new belief system, whenever I change my way of being. Humans often resist change because it triggers our uncertainty, and our brains are wired to seek safety. What you know feels safer than the uncertainty. Okay, hold that thought because we have to hold on to the unknown to change. That's primarily why we sabotage. Once you're in advance, once you've done this work for a long time, you'll catch yourself like this. You'll be like, okay, I hear you. This is uncertain. However, I know better. I know what I'm doing. And stop. I'm taking charge. This is way ahead. Once you've done the work for years, once you identify each thought, once you identify everything that is holding you back from getting the thing that you truly desire. I wanted to come on here because I felt called to do this video to deeply resonate with what you are going through. Okay, so let's give you an example. This may come up in situations where you are not aware that you believe these things, like seeing someone succeed and thinking and saying, oh, or feeling envy, feeling like you are not going to make it there. So what are you doing? You're comparing yourself. That comparison is pulling you down. It's going to create a loop of emotion, of low frequency emotions that you're not going to benefit you in any way. Comparison. I know, I'm aware that we forget knowledge, we forget this information. So watch this video over and over again. Do the course as many times as you need. As you integrate these concepts into your life, it's going to be easier for you to notice when you compare yourself, to notice what stuff is triggering you into thinking that, oh, I'm not enough. Oh, I won't be able to make it there. Oh, she got there before me. Maybe receiving feedback, maybe someone is complimenting a person, a friend that is with you, and you feel less than because he or she complimented her and not you. You instantly feel like a failure, like you're not enough. Like you have to do certain things, maybe look like her, maybe accomplish whatever she accomplished. Again, you're comparing yourself and you're putting yourself in the down position. Maybe you apply to a job and then what happens? Nobody calls you, and then you conclude in your mind that nothing I do works. This belief is sending out a clear message to the universe that nothing you do works. Do you think the universe, the stars of God, is going to give you another message, another opportunity if you believe this for yourself? Of course not. Of course not. What happens if you're already in a partnership and your partner doesn't reply to you? What do? You think you're not lovable. You start to come up with stories that are not even real. You base off your present from everything that you've been through so far. Do you see how every time we have this beliefs or these thoughts coming up our brain, it creates a loophole of low frequency emotions. It creates this emotion of, if I feel disappointment, then I feel anger, I am going to feel sad afterward. Do you see how all of them connect with each other? Let's give you more examples, because maybe you haven't identified yourself with this yet. You feel rejected when your partner says that he wants time for himself. Maybe you feel rejected if your friend doesn't answer. Instead of making everything about you, why don't you just let that person be? That person might be going through something. Maybe you get angry when someone else doesn't say thank you. Maybe you need that appreciation from other people. Needing other people to fulfill you is going to create a hole inside of you, because nobody's going to meet your needs. Maybe you feel defensive when somebody criticizes you. What have I said so far in the last 2 weeks of the art of becoming? We've talked about how everything is a mirror. Your mind is not a camera, it's a projection of yourself, of your beliefs. So if we know this, we know that whoever criticizes us doesn't say anything about ourselves. Whoever criticizes us is just, that person must be very sad, must be very unhappy with himself or herself. Maybe your situation is not, it's not in any of the triggers that I've mentioned before. Maybe your situation is about money. Maybe your situation stems from scarcity, from money, or feeling shame when you cannot afford something. And you're thinking, I'm behind in life. You're not thinking that you're working on something. Eventually you'll get the joy, enjoying the rewards of your work. However, you're feeling this shame when you cannot afford something. Instead of owning it, you're feeling bad for yourself. Instead of saying, oh, I'm working towards something, that's not my priority right now. Instead of focusing on the positive, you're focusing on the negative. You're thinking you're less than, or you're thinking you're behind in life because you don't have that thing. Maybe you're comparing yourself to another person, again, with the things, with how many things he has and how many things I have, how many things she has. What does she have and what do I have? What is the root cause of you needing to show that? If it's just because you want it, good. But if there is something more, maybe you want to show off for something else that is, you feel like it's missing in your life. Also, comparing yourself, your success, other people's success to yours, you're thinking that there isn't enough for you. Like, you're not able to do what you're meant to do. You are so deep in scarcity that you're blocking money. You're blocking opportunities. Instead of feeling grateful that somebody else has made it, you are in a loop of scarcity because she got it and I haven't. You feel envious, jealous, or maybe you avoid selling your product because you don't believe that you're worthy of it. This is gold. This is gold. You feel like it's fear of rejection. You feel like you're too much. Be very aware on what you say you want, because if you're not getting it, it's because you are not changing. You're not evolving with your desire. If you want more, if you're ready to become her, if you're ready to become the best version of yourself, the art of becoming will be going up in price. This is the last few days. What I'm giving is a 10-week program that it'll transform the hell out of you. If you're ready to transform your life, I'll wait for you there. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.